There was never anything wrong with you, not your depth, not your emotions, not your intensity. The truth is, you just kept meeting people who were only comfortable with a smaller, quieter version of you, a version that didn't challenge them, didn't feel too deeply, didn't ask for more. So slowly, without even realizing it, you started shrinking yourself. You stopped expressing everything you felt, you held back your thoughts, you hid the parts of you that once made you feel alive. And over time, this silence turned into a belief that maybe you were too much. But you weren't. You were never too much. You were simply surrounded by people who didn't have the capacity to understand you. Not everyone is built to hold your depth, not everyone is meant to understand your silence, and not everyone deserves access to your world. And that's okay. Because your purpose was never to be understood by everyone, it was to be real, to be unapologetically yourself. And maybe, just maybe, losing them is not your loss at all, maybe it's your freedom. You have to understand this, your depth is a gift, not a burden. The way you feel things deeply, the way you notice small details, the way your heart holds on to emotions, that is rare. But not everyone is capable of meeting you there. Some people only know surface-level connections. They talk, they laugh, they exist, but they never truly feel. And when someone like you comes into their life, someone who feels everything so intensely, they don't understand it. Sometimes they even get uncomfortable with it. They might call you too emotional or too sensitive, but what they really mean is that they don't have the emotional capacity to meet you at your level. And instead of rising, they expect you to lower yourself. But you were not created to become smaller just to fit into someone else's limited understanding. You were created to feel deeply, love deeply, and live deeply. So if someone cannot understand your depth, let them misunderstand you. If they cannot hold your emotions, let them go. Because your depth is not something to hide, it's something to protect. Not everyone will understand your journey, and honestly, they're not supposed to. People see you from their own level of awareness, from their own wounds, their own experiences, their own limitations. So when they look at you, they're not really seeing you, they're seeing a version of you that fits inside their understanding. And if you're different, if you've grown, if you've changed, they might misunderstand you. They might think you've become distant, arrogant, or cold. But what they don't see is the healing behind your silence, the strength behind your distance, the peace behind your boundaries. You are not the same person anymore, and you're not meant to be. Growth often looks like separation. It looks like outgrowing conversations, outgrowing people, outgrowing environments that once felt like home. And that can feel lonely, but it's necessary. So stop trying to explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Stop shrinking your growth just to stay relatable. Let them misunderstand you. Because the people who are truly meant for you won't need an explanation to understand your soul. There was a time in your life when you kept choosing people, even when they were not choosing you. You stayed, even when it hurt. You gave, even when you were empty. You understood others, even when no one tried to understand you. And one day, something inside you quietly broke. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silently. It was the moment you realized that no matter how much you tried, you could never force someone to see your worth. That day felt heavy. You sat alone, replaying everything in your mind, the conversations, the efforts, the times you ignored your own feelings just to keep someone else comfortable. And for the first time, you asked yourself a different question. Not, why don't they understand me, but why do I keep abandoning myself for people who don't? That question changed everything. It didn't heal you instantly, but it woke you up. And slowly, you started choosing yourself. You stopped over-explaining. You stopped chasing. You stopped begging to be understood. And yes, it felt lonely at first. But within that loneliness, there was also peace. A quiet kind of peace you had never felt before. Because for the first time, you were no longer losing yourself just to keep others. There comes a point in your life where you stop explaining yourself, not because you have nothing to say, but because you finally realize that not everyone deserves your words. Your silence is not weakness, it's awareness. It's the understanding that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on people who have already decided not to understand you. Before, you used to explain everything, your feelings, your intentions, your heart. You wanted people to see you clearly. But now, you've learned that the right people don't need long explanations. They feel you. They understand you without forcing you to prove yourself. And the wrong people? No matter how much you explain, they will still misunderstand you, because they're not listening to understand, they're listening to respond. So you choose silence. Not out of pain, but out of growth. Not because you gave up, but because you leveled up. Your silence now protects your peace. It protects your energy. And most importantly, it protects you from losing yourself again just to be heard. The hardest truth you will ever accept is this: not everyone who comes into your life is meant to stay. Some people are just temporary chapters, not the whole story. But we hold on. We try to turn moments into forever, and temporary people into permanent ones. And when they leave, it breaks us, not because they were meant to stay, but because we believed they would. The truth is, some people come into your life just to teach you something, to show you your worth, your boundaries, your strength. And once that lesson is learned, their purpose in your life is complete. Holding on to them beyond that point only creates pain. You keep hoping they will change, that they will finally understand you, that things will go back to how they used to be. But deep down, you already know. You know who is real. You know who values you. And you know who doesn't. And maybe the real growth is not in making people stay, but in learning to let them go without losing yourself. Because the right people, the ones who truly see you, who truly value you, they don't leave. And if they do, they were never truly yours to begin with.
You are not here to drain yourself for people who cannot give back. Your energy is sacred, and how you spend it shapes your life. Think of every smile, every word, every ounce of love you give. It carries weight. Some people will receive it, appreciate it, and return it. Others, they will take it, twist it, and leave you empty. And the mistake we often make is believing that our energy is unlimited. It is not. Every time you pour yourself into someone who does not value you, you are slowly losing pieces of your own soul. So start being selective. Protect your heart. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Not because you are selfish, but because you are learning the art of survival, the art of peace, the art of living in alignment with who you truly are. Let go of the people who drain you. Let go of the attachments that cost you your calm. Your energy is precious, and only those who truly deserve it should have access to it. Once, there was a time when you chased people relentlessly. You called, you texted, you gave more than you had, hoping they would notice, hoping they would care, hoping they would stay. You convinced yourself that persistence would change everything, that your love could fix what their heart couldn't hold. But one day, something inside you shifted. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't loud, it was quiet, almost invisible. You realized that no matter how fast you ran, no matter how much you gave, some people would never meet you halfway. And so, for the first time, you stopped chasing. You didn't yell, you didn't plead, you didn't over-explain. You simply chose yourself. You chose your peace. You chose your calm over chaos, your heart over heartbreak, your energy over exhaustion. And as you stepped back, something miraculous happened. The world didn't fall apart. Life didn't collapse. In fact, life felt lighter, free. Finally, you understood that letting go isn't losing, it's gaining. Gaining yourself back, piece by piece, until you are whole again. You don't need anyone to complete you, to validate you, or to make you feel worthy. The version of yourself that you have right now, broken pieces, scars, doubts, and all, is enough. You spent so long seeking approval, seeking love, seeking understanding from others, only to realize that the approval you were chasing was already inside you. Every step you take alone, every moment you spend embracing your own presence, is proof that you can thrive without dependence. You are not incomplete because someone didn't stay. You are not lacking because someone didn't see your value. You are not invisible just because they couldn't notice your light. Your worth isn't tied to how others treat you. It's tied to how you honor yourself. And when you finally understand this, when you finally feel it deep in your bones, the world shifts. The noise around you becomes lighter, the weight on your shoulders becomes smaller, and the person looking back at you in the mirror finally smiles. not because of anyone else, but because you know you were enough all along. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The moment you realize that losing people, being misunderstood, and walking alone were never punishments. They were lessons. Every person who left, every hand that didn't hold yours, every heart that didn't see you, it was all preparing you for this. Your freedom. The freedom to be unapologetically yourself. The freedom to protect your peace. The freedom to choose who deserves your love, your energy, and your presence. No more bending. No more shrinking. No more explaining. You are free to live as you were meant to live, fully, deeply, authentically. And when you embrace this, something magical happens. You stop chasing people, and people start finding you. Not everyone will stay, but those who truly matter will be drawn to your light. And you will finally understand that being misunderstood was never a curse. It was a blessing, because it showed you who you are and reminded you that your soul is too big, too powerful, and too rare to be wasted on anyone who cannot appreciate it.